What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another delicious video. And today we're dealing with Ford problems. Stay tuned. So the last couple days I've been dealing with this issue, which I believe might be caused by this. Believe it might be a parasitic draw, but my batteries are dead every morning when I go to get in the truck. They don't crank, nothing happens, they're just dead. Crazy thing is that if I come over to the starter, or excuse me, not the starter, but the batteries, I put my multimeter on there and I check the voltage. I got 12 volts in both batteries. I took this cable off already, went to fix it. It's a little messed up right here. I'm gonna get that addressed here shortly. Looking online, some forums, things of that nature, and they're all saying, yeah, well, check the starter, check your alternator, the diode, this and that. I'm gonna start with this. I don't really feel like, trying to whip out all the rest of my multimeter equipment and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is basically take the starter out, take the alternator out, take them down to the store, have them test them, and then we'll just go from there. If I know it's not the alternator and the starter, then I know I have a electrical issue with the cables. But the weird thing is I already took the cables off and I cleaned the cables. And this is an OBS. I'm not sure if it has that GEM module thingamabob issue, but we're gonna dive into it anyways. So I'm gonna check these out, see what our power is, because sometimes this doesn't start all the way. Sometimes it's like intermittent, but it is an AC Delco. That's the weird thing. So it has been replaced at one point. So new findings and new developments. This little plug here, when I went to go take the little connector that goes in and out of it, super loose. Like I could do this with it. So we're gonna take these two down to the auto parts store. We're gonna go to Napa, go get these tested out, see what they can help us out with. And we might actually take the batteries as well, because I am curious about those. So, alrighty, now we get the batteries out. We are going to take these down to the Napa auto parts store. We're gonna get those tested. If they're bad, that'll at least be some signs of relief. I'm gonna get these tested. I called them already. They said they can test these, so don't let me down. So turns out alternator and the starter were both bad. So this wasn't doing its job and this was not putting out any power. So, which is strange enough because I never got a alternator charge light on the dash when I was driving it last. So yeah, strange, very, very, very strange in that. So we got the batteries still there at Napa, waiting for those to get tested. It'll be a couple hours and then we'll go and pick those up. They are 7 years old. They're from 2017 from Ford. So not really sure if they are going to last and or still be good. Went and picked up the Haynes Tech Book Diesel Repair, which also features the 7.3 and the 7.3 Power Stroke. I mean, as far as I can tell, everything looks pretty decent. It's just, for 30-something-year-old truck, it's actually not bad. So, yeah. But we're going to go ahead and wait for the batteries to get charged up at Napa. They're going to give us a call back, and we will go ahead and see what happens. But I can keep my fingers crossed. I've never been one to be religious or anything, but I'm going to praise the electrical gods for not giving me a wiring issue rather than just simple maintenance items. So thank you for that. So we're going to go ahead and take these. Put these in here like so. Get these holes to line up. I don't like how this hose kind of hangs here. I kind of want to do something with this and get it moved. Maybe secure it in some shape or some form. Just so it's not resting up against the alternator. I wrapped it with duct tape because it was rubbing and it's got a big rub mark down here at the bottom. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get this tightened down. All right, now we got that nice and on there. Belt's actually fitting this time. Got it hooked up at the back, got our connector plugged in. For some reason, this is still really loose. I don't know why. Maybe this is just a manufacturer thing, I don't know. This is on there nice and good, so yeah, hopefully this will be ready to go. Did notice this right here. I'm gonna grab some electrical tape if I can find any and rewrap that up. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I also noticed that this right here is kind of loose. This is the headlight shroud assembly, grill assembly, whatever you want to call it. I think I got some hardware that'll fit that actually. So these look like these might be some good candidates. So let's stick these in here and see what we can get. Actually, maybe not. Okay, we got two brand spanking new Napa Legend batteries that feature 850 cold cranking amps. So these are the real deal. So we're gonna go ahead and get the starter put in. We got the alternator in. Got this all buttoned up a little bit better. So we're gonna go ahead and button up the rest of everything and hopefully she cranks over. Okay, well, the starter's pretty heavy and I can't really show you guys how I do it, but you're gonna take this red wire that comes off the starter positive, you're gonna connect that there, or the little stud, and then you're gonna basically take this, you know what, here, I got a better idea. Let's do this. And ta-da! Yep, that's what we did. So you put these 3 bolts in, there's 3, because there's one right back up in here. That is a pain because you have to go over the top of the starter. You attach this little wire to the solenoid, the starter solenoid itself. Make sure that's nice and tight. Make sure that the connections are nice and clean. Then basically take your big starter wire, hook that up, make sure it's nice and tight. Give your starters a good wiggle, make sure it's nice and secured. And now what we can do is we can actually go and hook the batteries up, because that was it. So now what we're gonna do is undo these. And we can tighten these up as we go. All right, so to wrap this video up, obviously I put the battery in, got the starter installed and stuff, and obviously it cranks over much faster now. So I'm gonna let it glow plug and then I will crank it over and let you guys listen. It's probably about 25 degrees outside. So my thing is it cranks over fast now, which is nice. Pretty sure I got a pulley that's needing to be replaced. And yeah, that's all she wrote. So yeah, truck starts over a lot faster. You know, that's good because you really need that really high cranking speed to help get that oil flow going to the heat injectors. So if you like the channel, you like the videos, please subscribe. Like this video, of course. Share it with your friends. Share it with your mom, your dog, your cat, your snail, your lobster. Don't share it with that thing. But yeah, so if you want to see more F250 videos, you know, I'm fairly new to the F250 world, and especially the 7.3s. Like I said, I've always wanted one, and I just finally decided to get one. So we're going to keep rolling with it. I don't know if I'm going to keep this one. It's not in the best of shape. So, I mean, it's nice just to listen to the ball peen hammers under the hood clanking and stuff. But, you know, like I said, it's not in the best of shape. So we'll just roll with it for right now. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. So if you want to see more juicy content, stay tuned. I got some good stuff coming up for you guys, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.
Yeah. God dang it!